Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, guys. So, guys, a quick one. I have a testimony to share this morning of something great that the Lord did for my family. Okay, and this thing happened sometime around last week. So, when my husband was coming back in the evening after the day's work, and normally when he's coming back, when he gets to the gates outside, my neighbor's children, they will all run out. Not one of my neighbor, not two, all of them, they will just rush out to welcome him. He will stop the car and they will enter. Then one of them will open the gates and enter inside the car back. He will not carry all of them and enter the compound. He will drive all of them into the compound. So that's their normal routine every day. And once they see him, they will be shouting, Daddy Ototo, Daddy Ototo, that kind of thing. So this has been happening for quite a long time now. And once he drops them, everybody will be happy. They will shout, hey, they will greet him, and they will go. He will enter the house. So on this fateful day, I was inside. I heard the sound of his car and the children's voices. So I just knew that, okay, my husband is back. But I waited for some time. He was not yet upstairs. I didn't see him. So I had to open the door, go outside to check. Only for me to see, where the small children, they just gathered, and he was there with other of my neighbor. So they were just there. And mind you, it was a little bit dark. So I was just trying to, see what they were doing from the up. But I couldn't see clearly. So I had to change my clothes. I put on my slippers. Then I went downstairs. Only for me to get there and I said, excuse me. So, so when I got downstairs, I discovered that, they were pouring water on a little boy's head, over his head. So I asked my neighbor, what's happening? What's happening? I removed the woman's hand. Almost see blood. This boy had a very deep cut at the back of his head here. I was like, what happened? They were telling me that as others entered the car, he entered, but he didn't sit down. He stood up, that he wanted to do conductor. So there, with that speed, my husband thought that they were all seated, and he just drove inside the compound. At that moment, this boy fell off from the moving vehicle. Can you imagine? This boy fell from the car and hit his head on the ground. And mind you, the compound, the compound is floored. He hits his head, and somewhere around that kind, all these places that they plaster together with the sockaway pits here, that's sockaway. So this boy hits his head there, had a very big deep cut. We're all just looking at the cuts, interested in the cuts, not knowing that he had so many other injuries. So when I got there, I said, okay, so what are you waiting for? They said that he said he don't want to go to the chemist place, that he don't want his mom to see him, that he don't want his mom to know. I said, I don't understand. Oh yeah, let's go. Because that's the wound was not it was not a joke. I said, oh yeah, let's go. This boy refused. I tried to pet him. He refused. He was just saying, no, crying that he doesn't want his mom to know. I just dragged him. I carried him. I dragged him. This boy was still holding me, trying to stop me with his leg. If you see all my clothes, my clothes was stained with blood. I just carried him out. So when we got to the chemist place, the woman, I dropped him. I told the woman what happened. She now started treatment. This boy was crying, shouting. And mind you, all this while, the mom was not around. So I told the woman to just do anything that she knows that will make the boy to be okay. Just treat him. So the woman did all the treatments, gave him TT injection, and gave him one other injection, gave him the tablets and all the rest. Just treated him entirely. So after the treatment, I dropped him at their place. Then I came back to the house. So the following day, when I was coming back, I branched to their place to see him. If you see this boy, it was at that point that I discovered that he broke his wrist. He broke the wrist, and he had so many little injuries here and there on his hand, on his neck, even on the same head, because they had to shave his hair so that they can be able to treat him. So my dear, this boy didn't even play. They said he didn't even get up. He was just lying down there in pains for that day. And I asked whether the nurse gave him injection. They say yes, she gave him everything, even the medicine. I was grateful. I said, okay. Even the mother too was just saying that thank God that this thing happened like this, that what would people have said? Okay, so that is my testimony. Why am I sharing this? Because like yesterday when I was coming back, this same small boy rushed to me, hugged me, greeted me. He was now showing me his hand and say he's no longer feeling any pains, that the hand is okay. I had to touch the hand, shake his head, asked him, are you okay? He said yes. I said, thank you, Jesus. Why am I giving this as a testimony? Why am I saying thank you, Jesus? Because on that particular day, some people were